Hello, my name's Victor and I'm going to read a story for you today. Today I'm going to read Little Rabbit Foo Foo. And I have my friends right here who are going to join us with this story. Here we have Sosuke. Hello, my name's Sosuke. Lovely to meet you. And this is his little daughter Ponyo. Hello, my name is Ponyo. This is my little daughter Ponyo. Say hello, Ponyo. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you all. Today, Victor is going to read us a story called Little Rabbit Foo Foo. Now, this is my favourite story, and it's written by Michael Rosen, who is one of my favourite authors. Can you see this cheeky little monkey? Cheeky little... Oh, he's a cheeky little rabbit, isn't he? I'm a monkey, aren't I? Yes, you are, Daddy. Yes, I'm a monkey. Are you a monkey? Yeah, I'm a little monkey. And as you can see here, we have our little pet Evie. Evie! Evie can only say Evie, but you just have to bear with him. He's a bit of a character. Evie! Yes, settle down, Evie, please. We're trying to read a story here. Right, we're going to give it right up to Victor now. He's going to read us his lovely story. Okay, let's begin our story called Little Rabbit Foo Foo. Yeah, let's read this story. Story! Okay, let's give Ponyo the stage. Can you find the little badger? The little badger? Yeah, can you find the little badger? Little badger, little badger. Is the badger here? No, I think that's a little goblin. Where's little badger? Is the little badger? Is it here? No, I think that's a little bird. Evie, Evie. Look, Evie, go away, please. We don't need you right now. Evie, Evie. Okay, that's not much help for us to us. No, go away. Okay, is the badger over here? Oh, I found the badger, it's there. Yeah, well done, Bonnie, you did a great job. There's the badger. Can you find a little tiger? Little tiger? Yeah, can you find a little tiger? Little tiger. I can't find a little tiger. No, you just keep trying, you can find it. It's not finding a tiger. Yeah, you did, well done. Well done, Bonyo, you've done a great job. Yeah, I found the tiger and the badger. Yes, you did. Shall we start the story now? Yeah, let's start the story. All right, let's start the story. Let's start the story, guys. Little Rabbit Foo Foo, retold by Michael Rosen and illustrated by Arthur Robbins. Arthur Robbins, he's great, he is. Yeah, all right. And here is Little Rabbit Foo Foo. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, he is pretty cute, isn't he, little rabbit? Yeah, he's cute. Do you think he looks a bit naughty? Naughty? Yeah, I think he looks a bit naughty. Little Rabbit Foo Foo. There he is, riding on his bike. Riding through the forest. Riding on his bike through the forest. Scooping up the field mice. And bopping them on their head. Oh no, so he's scooping up the field mice with a big net, and then he's catching them in his big net, and then he's bopping them on their head. What a naughty little rabbit is Rabbit Foo Foo. Down came the good fairy, and there is the good fairy, and said, Little Rabbit Foo Foo, I don't like your attitude, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on their head. I'm going to give you 3 chances to change, and if you don't, I'm going to turn you into a goonie. You can see little Rabbit Foo Foo. He looks very guilty. And there's little field mice pointing their finger at him. He was very naughty. Yes, he was. He shouldn't be bopping these mice on their head. Here we have Little Rabbit Foo Foo riding through the forests. Can you see him on his bike there? He's got a big net and a big motorbike. And there is a badger hiding in a log. And what do you think Little Rabbit Foo Foo is going to do with this poor badger? Oh, it's not the badger he's after. What are these things here? He is scooping up the wiggly worms and bopping them on their head. Oh no, what a naughty rabbit. He's scooping up in the big net here and bopping them on the head with the big mallet there. What a naughty rabbit. He's scooping up the worms and bopping them on their head. Meanwhile, there's some birds singing along. Here is the choir maestro. Some people listening to the birds singing. And then down came the good fairy. There's the good fairy with her big umbrella. And as you can see, there's little rabbit Foo Foo looking very anxious for his welfare. And the good fairy said, "Little rabbit Foo Foo, I don't like your attitude, scooping up the wriggly worms and bopping them on the head. You've got 2 chances to change, and if you don't, I'm going to turn you into a goonie." There's little rabbit Foo Foo. He looks very angry because I think the worms might have grassed him up at some point. He doesn't want to change his ways. He wants to carry on catching things and bopping them on the head. There's some birds there watching the whole scene. What's little rabbit Foo Foo up to now? He's on his bike. He has his net. And this time he's chasing after fully grown tigers. A very brave rabbit to be chasing after fully grown tigers. Little rabbit Foo Foo riding through the forest, scooping up the tigers and bopping them on their head. What a naughty rabbit! He's scooping up tigers and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy, and she looks very upset with what's happening here. She said, "Little rabbit Foo Foo, I don't like your attitude, scooping up the tigers and bopping them on the head. You've got 1 chance left to change, and if you don't, I'm going to turn you into a goonie." There's the tigers there, pointing their fingers at naughty rabbit Foo Foo, who is very upset about what's happening. Poor tigers. It's not their fault. And here he is again. Little rabbit Foo Foo, riding through the forest. Who is he scooping up this time? He's scooping up poor little goblins, who were just having a game of cards out in the field, sitting on their mushrooms, until little rabbit Foo Foo came along and scooped them all up. And what do you think little rabbit Foo Foo did after he scooped up all the goblins? He was bopping them on their head. He had a big hammer here and a big net there, and he was bopping these poor goblins right on their head. This one's rubbing his head. He's in a lot of pain. All of these poor little goblins have been very meanly bopped on the head. Then down came the good fairy and said, "Little rabbit Foo Foo, I don't like your attitude, scooping up the goblins and bopping them on their head. You've got no chances left, so I'm going to turn you into a goonie." There's little rabbit Foo Foo with his hammer, looking very angry at the good fairy. "How dare you turn me into a goonie," he's thinking. So she's got her big magic handbag. Oh, she's got a big magic handbag. Yes, she has. And she's going to cast a big magic spell. Oh, how's a big magic spell go? Say abracadabra, abracadabra, alakazam, alakazam, and then go ooh, pow! She throws lots of magical colours all over a rabbit Foo Foo, and here's little rabbit Foo Foo there, who's going. What's happened to little rabbit Foo Foo? What's happening to him there? He's been turned into a goonie. He's been turned into a goonie. Little rabbit Foo Foo is a goonie. Eefee, eefee. Yeah, I know. There's his hammer. His head bopping days are over. His head bopping days are over. So that will teach you, don't go around catching little things in nets and bopping them on the head. Yeah, don't bop things on their head. Did you enjoy that story, guys? Eefee, eefee. Yeah, that was a great story. I like that story. Goodbye, everyone. Nice reading a story for you. Eefee. Bye, everyone.